You know what's scarier than an artificial intelligence taking over the world? It's an artificial intelligence coming up with its own version of life. Yeah, we are talking about an AI generating its own proteins from scratch. That too, without any dataset. Yes, you heard it right. Recent studies have shown that artificial intelligence is no longer just assisting scientists or following their instructions. It is now creating entirely new proteins from scratch. What's even more fascinating is that this creation is not based on any existing protein, sequence, or structure. The AI is effectively inventing novel proteins that have never before been seen in nature. These AI-generated proteins open up unprecedented possibilities in medicine, biotechnology, and materials science. What's even more incredible is that they can be created in a matter of days, accelerating discoveries that once took decades. This breakthrough represents a new frontier where biology meets computational power. For the first time, we can precisely design molecules to perform specific tasks ranging from fighting diseases to cleaning up pollution. And the pace of discovery is being dramatically accelerated by AI. Researchers are harnessing this technology to tackle some of humanity's most pressing challenges. They are designing proteins that can detect and neutralize toxins in the environment, making water safer for everyone. They are also developing proteins that can fight diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's with greater precision, reducing the side effects of treatment for patients. The implications of this breakthrough are profound. By harnessing the power of AI, we can create new life forms that were previously unimaginable. We can design organisms that can thrive in extreme environments, produce sustainable sources of energy, and even help us understand the origins of life itself. But it is not just about creating new life forms. This breakthrough is also changing the way we interact with the natural world. By understanding how AI can generate novel proteins, we can gain insights into the fundamental processes that govern life. We can learn how evolution works at the molecular level and how new species arise. But while the potential benefits of this breakthrough are enormous, there are also risks. As we delve deeper into the realm of AI-generated life, we must be aware of the ethical and societal implications of our actions. We must ensure that this technology is used responsibly and that the benefits are shared by all. As we explore the frontiers of AI-generated life, we must also remember the importance of human ingenuity and creativity. AI is a tool that can augment our abilities, but it is not a substitute for the unique qualities that make us human. We must use this technology to complement our own efforts, not to replace them. As we look to the future, we can see that AI-generated life is poised to play an increasingly important role in our world. As we navigate this uncharted territory, we must embrace the unknown with courage and curiosity. We must be willing to push the boundaries of what is possible and to explore the farthest reaches of our imagination. Who knows what wonders we may discover? What seems impossible today may become reality tomorrow. And who knows, maybe one day we will even create life itself. Maybe one day we will create life itself. Join us at New Age Artifacts as we continue to explore the fascinating world of AI-generated life. Together, we can unlock the incredible potential of this technology and shape it according to our needs. The future is ours to create. So let's get started. So yeah, they are really creating proteins from nothing. In fact, The Guardian reported that a team of scientists at the University of Washington has created an AI system that can generate proteins with novel structures which do not resemble any known natural proteins. Proteins are the building blocks of life, carrying out a vast array of functions in the body, from catalyzing metabolic reactions to transporting molecules across cell membranes. They are also a major target for drugs and other therapies. However, studying proteins can be challenging because they are often difficult to produce and characterize. The researchers used a technique called deep mutational scanning to generate a library of thousands of proteins with different amino acid sequences. This allowed them to study the properties of each protein and identify those with the desired function. The AI then uses this information to generate new proteins with similar functions. This process is similar to how natural selection works in evolution. However, it is much faster and more efficient. In one study, the team used the AI to generate a protein that could bind to the SARS-CoV-2 virus with high affinity. They then tested the protein in cells and found that it could effectively neutralize the virus. Another study showed that the AI could generate proteins with novel structures that were more stable than their natural counterparts. These proteins could have applications in a wide range of fields, from medicine to materials science. One of the most exciting things about this technology is that it could potentially be used to create proteins that do not exist in nature. By bypassing the need for natural selection, researchers can generate proteins with functions that would never have evolved otherwise. This could lead to the development of new drugs, therapies, and materials that were never before possible. The implications of this technology are far-reaching. For example, it could be used to create proteins that can bind to specific molecules in the body, such as toxins or disease markers. These proteins could then be used to develop new diagnostic tools or therapeutic interventions. Additionally, the technology could be used to create proteins that can perform useful functions in the environment, such as breaking down pollutants or sequestering carbon dioxide. One of the key advantages of using AI to generate proteins is that it is much faster and more efficient than traditional methods. It can also generate proteins with a wider range of functions and novel structures that would never have been possible through natural means. However, there are also some challenges and limitations to this technology. One concern is that the proteins generated by AI may not function properly in the real world. Another concern is that the technology may not be able to generate proteins with the desired stability or solubility. Additionally, there are also ethical considerations to take into account, such as the potential for misuse or unintended consequences. Despite these challenges, the potential benefits of this technology are too great to ignore. As AI and protein engineering continue to advance, we can expect to see even more innovative applications. One of the most promising areas for AI-generated proteins is in the field of medicine. For example, researchers are using the technology to create proteins that can target specific cancer cells, delivering drugs or other therapies with greater precision. This could potentially revolutionize the way we treat cancer, allowing us to do so with fewer side effects. Another promising application is in the area of infectious diseases. Researchers are using AI to generate proteins that can bind to viruses or bacteria, blocking their ability to infect cells. This could lead to the development of new vaccines and antiviral therapies. While the benefits of this technology are clear, it is important to consider the ethical implications as well. One concern is that the proteins generated by AI may not function properly in the real world. For example, they may not fold correctly or be stable enough to perform their intended function. This could lead to unintended consequences, such as the accumulation of misfolded proteins in the body, which has been linked to diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Another concern is that the technology could be used to create proteins that are harmful to humans or the environment. For example, researchers have used AI to generate proteins that can bind to DNA, which could have unintended consequences for gene expression and regulation. Additionally, there are also ethical concerns related to the ownership and patentability of AI-generated proteins. If a company or individual creates a protein using AI, who owns the rights to it? Should it be patented? These are complex questions that will need to be addressed as this technology continues to develop. Despite these challenges and concerns, the potential benefits of AI-generated proteins are too great to ignore. This technology is still in its early stages, but it has the potential to revolutionize medicine, biotechnology, and materials science. As AI and protein engineering continue to advance, we can expect to see even more innovative applications of this technology. And yeah, as we continue to explore the frontiers of artificial intelligence, we must also remember the importance of responsible innovation. AI has the potential to change the world for the better, but it is up to us to ensure that it is developed and used ethically and for the benefit of all humanity. Let us work together to harness the power of AI for good and create a better future for everyone. Now check out this video over here that YouTube thinks you should watch, or head over to website to learn more about this mission to inspire the next generation of scientists. Or you can do both. You can do both. Okay, seriously, it really helps us out. Go ahead, we'll be here when you get back.